Gemini. Ayo, something that's playing for you is Maybach. So you might be in a situation, Gemini. I'm not sure because it's Maybach. So you might want it to be your season again. I'm not sure what happened. You feel me? What transpired during Gemini season? But you need that. You need another lap of that. I need another round. Or you want someone to bring something back and express themselves towards you a certain type of way. You want some sort of engagement or interaction. You feel me? Whether that's negatively or positively. Someone could be trying to get a negative reaction out of you, or you might be trying to get a negative reaction out of somebody, or you want a positive reaction out of somebody, but you don't want to make it's like you don't want to initiate it to get the action. You just want the action to happen. You feel me? Back in the day, this always used to happen. You never really had to spark it. Now you may be in a position where in order for this to happen, you have to spark it, or you have to take an action, or you have to take a step, and you know you don't want to do that. You just want it to be back how it used to be, or you just want this to be what it was, but it no longer may be what it was. If it ain't a situation where that's how somebody viewing the space with you, somebody wants shit to be the same way it was with you back in the day. They want May back. They want their old Gemini back. They want how Gemini used to carry and express themselves, or view the situation, or view the space they share with them previously. They want that Gemini. I don't know who this new Gemini is. Gemini, you might not be expressing or investing yourself or spending your time there anymore, wherever there is, whether there's physically or there's third dimensionally. The song that's playing is Hot One. You feel me? You might have somebody upset because you're not being who they thought you were, type of vibe. If it ain't a situation where you might be a little salty because someone's not being who they thought or who you thought they were. You feel me? You weren't expecting somebody to be in a position where it's a hot one, so they might be expressing themselves passionately towards you. You weren't expecting that reaction. Whatever reaction happened, and whether that was from an action you did or an action you didn't do. It was because the song I was playing before this one was Maybach. So it could have happened during your season, Gemini. You know what we're talking about. You might have been trying to communicate. There might is five of spades. You might have a little frustration. But you might be the hot one. You might be a little upset about the fact that this didn't happen. Whatever this was. You feel me? And it's like that got you kind of reminiscing on what was. If you in a position where you kind of thinking about how shit used to be when it was going the way you wanted it to go regarding your passion. Now it's some sort of frustration between you and what you're passionate about, or you and what drives you. Where there once wasn't a headache, there's now a headache. In whatever relationship, association, community, if you're in a position and you invest in your time in a community in some way, shape, or form, it's like, yeah, that community used to bring you peace, now that should bring you a headache. It's like, you ain't got no ground to stand on with this, Gemini. I don't know what this is. If it's a perspective, it's like it don't make sense for you to keep thinking about that like this, because based upon what you've observed or based upon what you've experienced regarding that idea and or association. You feel me? And it's like, you may know that, but you might not be in a position where you want to accept that type of vibe. You know you can't think about this like this anymore, but that's not going to stop you from being upset about the fact that you can't think about this like this no more. You feel me? You can't handle it like that no more. Whatever it is, or that I can't even say it's somebody outside of you, because you the one who in the frustration right now. You the one who in some sort of friction regarding what you want and what you want to stand on, and how you want to stand on what you want to stand on. The morals and ideas and perspectives you want to be able to bring here. You feel me? Someone might not, if let's say it's like a relationship, someone might not be putting up with your bullshit in some way, shape, or form. You feel me? When it comes to expressing your passion and how you convey or express your art is how you may call it. You may call this art, or you may call what you're doing some sort, oh yeah, this makes me happy. And someone might not be taking that. And then it's like, when you really sit back and think about it, hey, what the fuck is that? You feel me? The song is playing is Surf. And you know we're talking about though, Gemini. Look, this makes you what? It makes you happy. But it's almost like there's some frustration between you and that. And that's because of a shift in perspective from you. So it could be a situation where you might be in an environment And though you may be being who you are, your environment's not accepting of who you are in some way, shape, or form. So it's like you may be trying to express yourself or speak a voice, and your partner don't want you to say that, or don't want you to do that, or don't want you to be that. You feel me? They rather you be like this. But it's like you not gonna stop being who you are just to appease another type of vibe. But at the same time, that don't mean it's not frustrating you on the inside. If you're in a relationship, so let's say you and married, or you just dating somebody, and it's like you usually do this, or y'all going out and this is how you usually dress in a certain type of way, or you made a certain type of post. You feel me? It's almost like how motherfuckers be like, oh, I'm like this, or are you gonna change how you tweet once you get in a relationship type vibe? You might be in a situation where how you tweet when you're not in a relationship and how you tweet when you're in a relationship are the same exact way. And your partner's like, I don't want you to tweet like that no more. So they want you to change who you are in order to appease some sort of insecurity within them, and you ain't going for it. But at the same time, you may be in a situation where that's fucking up the relationship and it's frustrating you. And whatever layer of life we talking about. And you know what we talking about though, Gemini. So yeah, you might still be shining that look. Yeah, it's like it don't make you want to be in a relationship. You don't want to be home no more type of vibe. You might still be in a position where you in it or you doing it. If it's a solo battle and you dealing with an external environment or external space, it's like you not excited to or thrilled to go back. The song that was the first song was Maybach. You're not excited to go back to that, whatever that is. So if it's a person, let's say, I don't know, y'all been in this relationship for a while, and it could be a situation where you might be shining a little different, or during your span of the relationship, you might have fucked around and bossed up or grew up in a certain type of way. Now you quote unquote famous type of situation. Your partner not famous. You just the famous one, but you famous for whatever you've been doing. You feel me? Whatever you shine, so to speak. And your partner ain't feeling insecure because it's like now they trying to restrict and or call the shots in terms of how you move. And you ain't going for that shit, dog. And then it's like the more they do that, the more it just puts you away from the fact that you don't want to pay attention to that anymore. You don't got no time to give to that. You don't got no awareness. You don't got a piece of your mind to give to that. Whatever that is, and whoever, however, you feel me? If it's an environment, if it's a situation where you're dealing with a person, if you in a relationship and y'all clinked up, you don't want to be clinked up no more. Yeah, the song is playing this roof. Damn. Oh, yeah, you don't want to be clanked up no more. You don't want to be buddy with this person no more. You ain't really into it. You feel me? When it comes to this person or this relationship or the idea, I just seen something flip. Or the idea of, I ain't really going for it, said Gemini. I don't really want to do it no more. You back in the day, again, it could have motivated you in some way, shape, or form and brought a driving action out of you. Not so much no more, you feel me? Now that you in it, now that you kind of marinated in this, now that you've expressed passion and lit this flame a little bright, you ain't fucking with it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to say this. I want to do this. I mean, matter of fact, I'm going to keep doing this. But this is still on your mind, whatever this is. Yeah, if it's a situation where, let's say, it's like your partner was like, let's say you in a relationship and you and your partner got into a disagreement about how you post or how you dress or how you express yourself in a certain type of setting. You feel me? It's like they got mad and it was like, you know what? Fine. Do whatever. And then you like, all right, bet. Type of vibe. You feel me? I don't, Gemini, you know what we talking about. It's almost like they ain't really hurt you. And whatever level of life, whatever layer. Now, Gemini, you know what house you got Gemini in your chart, if you got Gemini on your chart somewhere. But whatever somebody said, when they said that, it was like, all right, cool. I was going to do that anyway. Type. And you doing that. But it might not have been in a situation where this person was like, oh, yeah, we're breaking up. It's like all right, I'm mad at you, don't talk to me type vibe. So yeah, you cool, but the fact that you still in that relationship is frustrating you, cause this person ain't 10 toes for real. They not solid. This isn't a rock type of vibe. You feel me? When some traumatic shit happen in your life, you can't call this person. They can't handle that type of vibe. Let's say you lose a parent or somebody dying, and you got to go through the weight of that emotional burden. Yeah, they can't handle that. And you know that. And that's frustrating you because it's like, that's what you're really looking for. You're not looking for, ain't you feel me? And now that you've figured that out, you ain't looking. You don't got no fight left in this, matter of fact. You don't really got no passion for that. This more of a frustration. Now that I know who you are in whatever level of life we talking about, you ain't really fucking with it. You don't want to associate with that no more. You don't want to communicate with that no. You barely pay attention to it. You don't receive feeling from this no mores. Gemini, I'm not sure who or what. Look, cause it don't do it for you on the emotional tip. On the emotional level, that shit ain't hitting. That shit ain't doing none. If it's a situation where we talking about a person and or an environment or, you feel me, whatever it is, something that you may still be participating in, that's a cycle for you. It's like it tries to pull you out of you or pull you away from what actually makes you happy, or it's like it tries to get you to go against your morals. The song that's playing is Fall, and you ain't going for it for real. If that be a person. Now, Gemini, you know, if you're dealing with a person or you dealing with just an expression or an idea or a voice that you may still be, or it's like a song you may still be singing. Back in the day, you used to sing it with your heart. You don't sing it with your heart no more. And it actually hurts to continue to sing this. It's like you singing this song while dancing a different dance. It's like the way you dancing is to a different beat. Then it don't match what you singing type of vibe. The song that came, the card that came out is the devil. So it's almost like whatever it is, you're bound to it in some way, shape, or form. You may feel stuck or trapped in this frame of mind and or idea. And you know what we talking about? Oh, why'd you switch to?
People say that
oh no, we're gonna put that down. But yeah, you know what we talking about though, Gemini. If it's a situation where you expressing yourself somewhere, or somewhere expressing themselves somewhere, or someone is expressing themselves towards you, someone's getting a different hue of you. Yo, what up? What's goody? Not while I'm in the flow. Yeah, you don't got no feelings to bring here, Gemini. And if you do, or if you brought a feeling, it's not a good feeling type of vibe. Ever since you've seen this person for who they are, or ever since you've put yourself in the position to observe that, and now that you've observed that, you've gained a new perspective on it, you ain't fucking with it. You really don't want any type of emotional connection. You don't want no feelings from that, because you realize all the water that's there is dirty water. You to go. Appreciate the follow, family. But yeah, they ain't fucking with a Gemini. And it's like you're in that awareness. So let's say you in a position, you married or you in a relationship, y'all probably got like a responsibility together, where whether y'all got a crib, both y'all names on it, y'all got a whip, something. Y'all share something together, and you still feel bound to that. So if it's if y'all married, you got to get a divorce type of situation. It ain't just a situation where you could just walk away and y'all go y'all separate ways. Nah, y'all are chained to a concept and or an idea together. You come live daily at this time. Oh, not at it. I try to do it at this time early. It depends on what my work schedule is for real. But for the most part, I do come live every day though. Yeah, Gemini, listen, bro. It's like you let go of the weight of this in terms of it limiting your character in some way, shape, or form, or limiting who you are and limiting the way you move. Though you sing this song, you move different. You feel me? You still move like you, even though you may be in a position where you can't talk like you. You feel me? Now, you know what that means for you. You may be in a position where you're trying to talk or speak in Morse code when it comes to continuing to repeat this pattern. You singing the song, but you're not singing it with your heart like you were yesterday. You might be in a position where you're singing it with notes of pain as a cry for help type of situation. Now, what that may mean for you, that varies from Gemini to Gemini. But again, it's an emotional investment. Look, it started off sweet. Usually it's first they're sour, then they're sweet, then they're gone. Now it started off sweet, then it went sour. In whatever perspective or situation you feel like that relationship turned to a warden real quick. You ain't fucking, it ain't a partner you can be free with. Nah, you feel like you in prison. You feel like you got a jail guard with you type of vibe. If it's on some shit where you associating yourself in a relationship and or communicating yourself in an idea or a space, you feel trapped and limited, or it's like something's trying to limit you. So like, let's say you do it like an artist doing music, and they doing music because they really want to do music and they're passionate about it, and the music they make shows that. Then they fuck around, sign a deal, the music changed, the sound changed, and you can hear it in their voice. They ain't in it the same. It's that type of shit. You know what we talking about though. I'ma fuck with you.